Hi there, Melanie Claire here. Welcome back to Badassery Central. In this video, I'm talking about how to manifest an up level. Now, I'm up here in Dublin, babysitting my future husband's family dog, Charlie. We've just been going for a bit of a walk. And so on a nice day, in Irish terms, it's a bit windy, but that's pretty much the norm. We don't have rain, so we're good. I thought I'd record this one outside for you. About 4 weeks ago, I had this feeling that I was outgrowing the home that we were living in here over on the west coast of Ireland. So I thought I wanted to share the story of an up level that me and my future husband have been going on recently and take some lessons away from it so that you can make some adjustments in your life too, to take on whatever is your next up level in life or business as well. So about 4 weeks ago, I knew that it was just time to move on. We've been living in the same house that we were for 3 years, almost 3 years, on the west coast of Ireland. We moved in, and then a month after that, my father was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. We didn't know it at the time, but it was a very tumultuous and intense period of time for the next 9 months, and then dealing with the aftermath of it as well. Someone who gave so much to his family and community and cruelly had basically 30 years of his life stripped away from him. Our children won't know their grandfather, all of those things. It's been a process and a journey to really come to terms with it. And so the whole journey has been through this time, and it was this month where we're about a week short or a week shy of his anniversary of him passing away. It's been 2 years, and it just felt like it was time to move on. And on the west coast of Ireland, properties are few and far between. And us being two business owners, the banks and for mortgages don't look too favourably on us here in Ireland. So no matter how much we're earning, right? So we're like, okay, so I knew it was time to move on. I got clear and I decided I was open to whether it was rental or whether it was buying, and that the resources would be made available either way. And I just started getting really clear on what I wanted and what I wanted the new level to represent. And it was the bigger, which is few and far between, again, in Ireland, big open windows, open plan living area, 4 bedrooms, and with a bit more space between us and our neighbours. Charlie's just checking out one of the dogs down by the water. So I knew that's what I wanted. And so just got clear on it. And I remember I had a chat to a girlfriend down there on, I think it was the Monday, and I just said to her, it's time, I'm done, it's time to move on. They're having a little play, hang on a sec. Hey buddy, oh, aren't you sweet? Hello. Oh. Oh, cute little King Charles Cavalier came along to say hello to me and Charlie here. Oh, lovely. I love dogs, so I love getting the chance to babysit Charlie here. So I just said it's done, it's time. And one of the things about manifesting an up level is you've got to trust the inspired guidance even when it makes absolutely no sense. So I've been had like a feeler out on places and properties around the area for quite some time, and all through last year I was like, well, there's so many good things about where we're living that it's kind of challenging to think about the challenge that would come from moving into a new place and all of this. And I was like, I think I've found that thing you call your comfort zone. So I knew last year, even though it was probably going to be a time soon when we would outgrow our current place, I wasn't ready. I got ready in January. So the important thing I want you to hear here is that I see this a lot with clients and with potential clients. They're waiting for the universe to decide for them. We co-create with the universe. We don't let the universe decide for us. Does that make sense? It's when you decide and you make it a non-negotiable and you take the inspired actions, and it's the commitment that comes from within you, and then the movement forward that you make that starts the wheels in motion for the universe to meet you halfway. It's not let the universe decide. When you decide is when the universe will show up to support you. Make sense? That's a quick little thing I wanted to make sure that I did share with you, because otherwise people just wait their whole lives for the universe to tell them it's the right time. Because no. What you're waiting for is you to come online, is you to decide it's time, right? And so for whatever reason, I just got to the point of readiness in January, and I'm like, right, it's time. And then I got an inspired insight to just look at the local rental real estate place on Friday. And there was a new property that had just been made available 4 hours earlier that we went and had looked at on Monday and absolutely loved. And it looked like I think there was about 18, a very popular place because it was big, lots of space, very close to town, a lot closer to town than we were previously. And also that it was 4 bedrooms, light and bright, open plan living area, closer to town. I can literally walk down to a coffee shop or walk to a yoga class, which before it was a 5-mile drive to the local coffee shop. So much closer, and the competition, if you can say such a word, was very fierce. So there was a long 2-week period of being committed to the up level, allowing what needed to surface, to treating the setbacks as my teachers, and if I was triggered, to work through those things and see what was in the way. And it was Wednesday now. We signed the lease on Monday. We're moving in. We started moving in our stuff, and it's a minimum 12 months. But I said to them, look, I'm quite happy not to move because I've got exactly what I want now. I'm quite happy not to move for a very long time. The only reason we'd move is if a property that we really like to buy came available. And honestly, neither me or my partner are sure we're even going to stay on the west coast of Ireland long term. But it makes sense to be there for the next few years. Does it make sense? So it's kind of like, well, we might, if we buy a place, it might not even be in the west coast of Ireland. So it's serving its purpose for now. It is the next up level for both of us. It's going to clarify, both of us are very fiercely committed to living our purpose in the world, and the new level for both of us of what that purpose looks like is already becoming clear. So just know that it isn't going to be without its challenges, and sometimes things fall apart and reorganize themselves in the process of an up level. If it's a real up level and you're really stepping outside your comfort zone, it's not going to feel entirely comfortable. You may not even know how it's going to happen. Or you're like, oh God, this is a bit of a risk to do this right now. If you know it's the right thing, you've got to trust it. You just got to trust it when it's the right thing. So we signed the lease, we're moving in. I'm super excited and looking forward to the insights and the clarity and the direction that this new home base creates for both me and my future husband. Very exciting. I'd love to say hi to Charlie, but I'd love to say hi to Charlie, but I can't do a reverse camera on this thing. So, hi Charlie. That's Charlie. Charlie the black lab, the gentle giant he is. So remember, if you're going through an up level, the decision comes from you first, and then you co-create with the energy of the universe, being willing to adjust and be open to the guidance as you go. No, it's not going to feel completely comfortable, and at times you're going to be triggered or stuff is going to come up. That is a part of the journey and a part of the path. It is on the way, not in the way. And when you treat it as such, it's much easier to navigate any up levels that you go through in style. And remember, the true power manifesting up levels and anything else you want to go for in life is within you. It's in your own hands. So it's your job to claim it and make that decision first, right? Cool. All right, pleasure and an honor. I'll see you for the next Badassery Central video. And I'm going to put my arm down now because it's starting to get tired.